You can use the mic,
Thank you. Yeah, great idea. I'm Zoa, founder of ZoaApp application. With ZoaApp, you can track and improve relationship with anyone, from your mom to your boss. Do you hear me before? Yeah. The method is based on cognitive behavioral therapy, and if necessary, after 10 days challenge with 10 questions,
You're doing great. All good, all good.
10 quick answers during 7-day challenge. It will take just 1 minute. And after this, users can receive advices and recommendations and conclusions, and which they can rely on and have some proof about their feelings and about their relationship. I mean, it's good or it's bad or something goes wrong. This application will be useful for highly educated people who find it difficult to admit themselves that they need competent help at not going to a bar or shopping or a new relationship. The monetization of project is fee from psychologist. Want to found around for first stage around 15,000 euro to make development this application, because now it's on MVP product.
Okay, sorry to ask, 15,000? 15?
15.
15 euros.
Euros.
Okay.
Are we at the question session already? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Well, so what is your application? What problem is your application solving?
The problem is people. Some people didn't know that they need a psychologist. So this application, they have some problem, but they try to realize them by going to a bar or going to a shopping or somehow. This application, you have a questions, like a questionnaire, and it's very simple, 10 questions. With each person, for example, and it can be any person, your boss, your mom, your son, girlfriend, anyone. All questionnaire customized. And at the end, 7 days you rate these 10 questions, and after this 7-day challenge, you receive like statistic, like what's going on, and really psychologist conclusions, like, no, you just get feeling, everything all right, or no, it's a toxic, you should protect yourself. Because I found that a lot of people don't believe that they need a psychologist, so it's like a middle step before suicide and to protect themselves.
I see. So the application is kind of like supporting the idea that someone needs help. All right. And how are you going to, let's say, promote your app, and how are you going to promote, you know, the solution that you have?
Yeah, I understand. So it's online product, so I will go online. It's during social media marketing and influencer marketing. It's for first stage.
Okay, and later on, how are you going to monetize? I mean, how are you going to get money out of it? How you're going to make it a business for you?
It's fee from psychologist.
It's fee.
Yeah.
So is this app integrated with some platforms that are recommending a particular doctor? Like in Bulgaria, we have SuperDoc or platforms like this?
It seems, but on other ways. So this application, in general, it's work like this.
It's a plan. That's the plan.
Yeah.
You're not there.
Yeah. But on SuperDoc, for example, people going already with, I have some trouble, and they understand this is really trouble. And this application, like your pocket psychologist, it gives you a choice. You should go to psychologist or no.
And what is your plan, let's say, for the next year or for the next 3 years? Where do you want to be?
So I plan first. My plan is develop it and go to the market. I plan do it on May next year with everything, and go to the market country by country, Ukraine, Poland, and Bulgaria.
You are Ukrainian.
Yeah.
It's a plus, you could say.
I don't want to manipulate about it, so.
Did you try your model, I mean, in person to your friends or someone around?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, how I found that idea, a lot of people ask me about how I manage my relationship, my personal relationship with my coworkers, at with my friends, because I really have a file to each person in my life to manage this. And a lot of people ask me advice, so I decided to make something like a product because, it's a good idea to make a product if people ask you advice about this.
Right. And you've tried it already?
Yeah, but it's working, but it's can be done like by Excel. So you put some figures rated in Excel or in a Google form.
Right,
It's like
and
a simple version.
what are the results currently? I mean, how many people you define, your model define that they need psychologist or not? What are the results currently?
What is the success rate? How many actually need a psychologist?
I wouldn't define it as success.
I can say I save a lot of lives, but around 15 people
15.
understand, then it's a good idea to,
Out of how many?
from 40.
30.
40.
So 40.
30%.
Okay. That's good. Okay.
I'll just to try to somehow explain what your product is, right? So you have some app that people are using, and this is sending surveys, 10-question survey to different people, and they're giving their own opinion about yourself, and that goes to a doctor, and he decides whether you need a. Does the application decide, or a doctor does?
No, honestly, you decide after some advice from applications, but it's work.
So how many people do I send the questionnaire to?
You shouldn't send questionnaire to anybody because it's work with your feelings, not with other people, because you can manage only yourself, not other people. So it's work like this. For example, you have a wife, and you want to check the relationship. You put persona, you choose this persona in application. It have a lot of personas. Then it's some specific questionnaire for this type of relationship. And then you rate this questionnaire during 1 week, and then you have statistic and some advice. And you can follow this advice or no.
Oh, I see. So you do it every week?
Every day during the week.
Oh, every day, and you get feedback at the end of the week?
Yeah, but you saw statistic every day.
Okay.
Last question?
All right. Last group, very quick group of questions, I guess. Thanks for the presentation. What framework are you basing your questionnaire on? What's the science behind it? And how are you sure that the questions that you're asking your users actually avail the information, whether they need a psychologist or not? That's the first, let's say, general topic. And then the second one is, when you receive the answers to those questions in the questionnaire, is it automatically produced, the statistics and the feedback that the users receive, or does an actual psychologist from your team have to go through them and give the recommendations to the users?
Thank you for questions. Everything automatized, so it's with calculator, like maybe loan calculators, the same logical.
Loan calculators?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm from banking business, so it's more simple example for me. So first, it's automatized. Second, how it's precise, yes, to each person.
Yeah, and what's the scientific framework that you use?
Yeah. For sure, it's not done by me. It's done by a psychologist, for a group of psychologists who really in a topic. I mean, it's really not like some just some text. It's yeah. And it's precised to each type of relationship. Like for boyfriend, one type of relationship. For boss or for coworker, other type of questions in this questionnaire. So it's not like the same how you feel every day. It's some precise questions. My idea was make it simple, just 10 questions, and you not type poem about these answers. You just rate it by stars. Like 1 star, it's not good. 5 star, it's super.
Okay. And what is the feedback that they receive? And what are the stats that they receive? I mean, you're in the 75th percentile of relationships or something? Or is it more, let's say, affirmative, doing something and actually giving them advice on what to do in order to improve?
First, it's some advice how it can be improved. It's some text after this challenge. And if needed, it's also developed by it's also developed by calculator. After some figures, when in this questionnaire you achieve some figures, the system sees this, after these figures, it's red bottom, and we should advise psychologist. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Applause, please. Thank you very much. Yeah.